Hi, it's Matt Olsen with Boston Private. Today we're going to talk about setting up a bank account for startups and new companies. One of the first things to keep in mind is that with the regulations that banks are required to administer to now, we need to know who you are and we need to know the information about your company. So that means your entity formation documents. It means the IDs of the people that will be signing on checks and other documents for the account. And depending on what kind of firm you have will really determine your entity formation documents. Usually for corporations, we require the articles of incorporation. If it's an LLC, we'll need the operating agreement because that specifies who can do what on behalf of the entity. If it's a sole proprietorship, a simple tax ID or your social security number will suffice. Same thing if it's a nonprofit, and also then if it's a partnership, you'll need a partnership agreement, and if it's a general partnership, you'll need something that names the limited partners if they're involved. But those are the basic requirements along with the identification of the people that will be signing. That means your social security numbers, your address, meaning your private or your residential address, your personal address, and it will also require a driver's license if you're not going to be signing in person at the location, at the bank's location. Those are usually the documents that are required. A lot of banks will require your mother's maiden name just so they can identify you if you call in, or perhaps a security word that you identify on your own. But those are the basic requirements if you want to open a bank account. Then usually they'll want you to put some money in the bank account in a reasonably short period of time after you open it. And then after the account is open is usually when we would attach the cash management products and services, things like online banking, remote deposit, mobile deposit, if you're doing any kind of sophisticated wires or ACH, automated clearinghouse transactions, then we'll need usually to set you up for that. There's always paperwork required for those things, but usually it's a pretty straightforward experience, and once the paperwork's collected, it usually takes probably about 48 to 72 hours to turn on the cash management products and services. So that's kind of a brief overview of what's needed to open a bank account with pretty much any bank or any other institution that collects money. And if you have questions, please feel free to follow up with me. Thank you.